which leads then to probably the single most important key assumption that I need you to understand today. If you come away with understanding nothing else, we can argue over the details, but if I can get you to have this one in your head, we can have a good conversation for the next couple of months. And it's this. The key adaptive shift is to change the mental model of a presbytery from regulatory body to missional learning community. Regulatory. What do I mean by the mental model of a regulatory body? That's what I want to talk about for a couple of extra minutes here. When we think regulation, it probably kicks up in us lots of different images. For some of us, the notion of regulatory bodies are about safety and health and effectiveness, about protecting things, about making sure that we don't make mistakes. We've all experienced what happens when there's unwise deregulation of certain industries, haven't we? But what we also begin to realize is the way that people think about a presbytery is that its purpose is to exist as a regulatory body, that it's supposed to make us healthy and safe and protect us and take care of us. That in many ways, I think a regulatory body is a little bit like broccoli. Broccoli's amazing. And it's so incredibly good for you. We have a pediatrician, a well-known pediatrician, nationally known, best-selling author in San Clemente, who literally, one of the things he's completely committed to is getting parents to feed their kids broccoli. He says it's just so good for you in terms of a food that if you can get your kids to like broccoli, that you can almost like do anything with it. You can feed them anything else, just feed them broccoli. And sure enough, what does he face from parents every time he talks about this? They say, my kids don't like broccoli. And the hard part, of course, is that by the time we're our age, some of us like broccoli. And we don't understand why they don't like broccoli, and they should like broccoli. And for crying out loud, this isn't about, you don't always have to eat everything you like. Sometimes you just need to eat some stuff that's going to make it healthy and good for you. And so, especially those of you who came out of the castor oil generation. I came out of the liver and onions is really good for you generation. And now we're in the broccoli generation. Well, this doctor is so committed to seeing people eat broccoli that he has told parents, here's what you do, put chocolate sauce on broccoli. Just pour it all over. Put chocolate sauce on broccoli and give it to your kids. It doesn't matter. What matters is they get the broccoli. And you can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to say, look, what matters is the broccoli, but let's make it nice. Let's add something to it. Let's make it into something better and palatable and something people might want. We'll pour chocolate sauce all over it. We'll give it to our kids. My friends, this is what I believe is the definition of the Los Ranchos Presbytery. Broccoli plus chocolate sauce equals the Los Ranchos Presbytery. We know we have to do a lot of regulatory things. We know we have to have committees. We know we have to have structure. It's good for us. It's healthy. It's important. We got to get people to read that book of order. If they only saw how great it was and how good it was for them. We got to figure out a way to do it. So we do it with PowerPoint or videos, or we're nice, or we gather and we have good gatherings, or we ask the staff to go out and sweeten things up. Be kind to people. Be extra caring. Our staff they're like the chocolate. They are just incredible. If you miss a meeting, they look at you and go, oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll get you there. We'll catch you up. They're amazing. They're the chocolate we keep throwing on the broccoli. And what we started to realize is the problem we have in our midst is that we keep trying to dress up the broccoli, but we've missed the point. The point isn't broccoli. The point is healthy. It's effective. And so what we're suggesting in this design is passing on the broccoli and chocolate and figuring out what's actually healthy and effective. What new thing can we cook up that would actually accomplish the exact same thing and that people might be drawn to, would want to be part of, would engage them and help them? Part of what this entire design does is tries to set the tone for, in a new culture, in a world where people don't respond to regulatory ideas, you cannot should them. How do we still engage them? How do we bring them along, use their gifts, make them part of a mission that is dynamic and engaging? And how do we make sure that we do not lose the things that are vitally important. Build health and safety and security and faithfulness.